Good morning, dear students. Today we will discuss back exercise of chapter 15. Chapter 15 is air around us. So let's start. I'm starting with the MCQs. The first one is the gas which protects us from ultraviolet rays is ozone. You might have heard that ozone layer in the atmosphere, it protects us from the harmful UV radiations, or we can say the ultraviolet radiations of the sun. So the ozone layer present in the atmosphere, it protects us from the harmful ultraviolet radiations of sun. Next is the gas which turns lime water milky is carbon dioxide. The product of photosynthesis is, answer is glucose. We know that plants can make their food on their own by the process called photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, plants they consume carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and water from the roots and produce their food in form of glucose. And in this process, plants release oxygen in the atmosphere. So the product of photosynthesis is glucose. Percentage of nitrogen in air, it is 78%. Percentage of oxygen in air, it is 21%. Okay, percentage of oxygen in the atmosphere, it is 21%. And percentage of nitrogen in the atmosphere, it is 78%. Plants respire with the help of tiny pores called stomata. Through the stomata, the exchange of gases in the plants, it takes place through stomata. Combustion is being helped by oxygen. Earlier also I had told you that burning can take place only in the presence of oxygen. Now coming to the Phillips, all living things require air to survive. Next is the ratio of dash and dash in air, it is 1:4 by volume. So the here answer is ratio of oxygen and nitrogen is 1:4 by volume. You can see here amount of oxygen it is 21% in the atmosphere and nitrogen it is 78% in the atmosphere. So it is approximately the ratio of oxygen and nitrogen in the atmosphere, approximately it will be 1:4. Aquatic plants and animals breathe in dash dissolved in air. They breathe in air dissolved in water. Earthworms come out during rains because they need to breathe in air. Plants and animals depend on each other for exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Next is true false. Plants do not need oxygen during the day. It is false. Why the first statement is false? Because plants, they also respire. In the respiration process, oxygen is utilized and carbon dioxide is released. So the plants, they also respire. Okay, so they also need oxygen during the daytime. So this statement that plants do not need oxygen during the day, it is false. Next is ozone layer protects us from harmful ultraviolet radiations of sun. Yes, it is true statement. Chlorophyll is not essential for photosynthesis. It is false. Chlorophyll, it is a green color pigment present in all green plants. It absorbs the sunlight for the photosynthesis. So the chlorophyll, it is essential for photosynthesis. But here it is written chlorophyll is not essential for photosynthesis. So this statement is false. The blanket of air around the earth is known as atmosphere. It is true. Plants give out carbon dioxide during respiration, yet it is true. During the respiration, oxygen is utilized and carbon dioxide is released. Next is match the items of column A with those of column B. Air is a mixture of gases. So the answer for one is C. Air is mixture of gases. Oxygen for this answer is B. Oxygen is essential for respiration. Number 3, stomata. Stomata are the tiny pores present on the leaves. Through the stomata, exchange of gases takes place in plants. Carbon dioxide, answer for 4, answer is photosynthesis. Plants, they take carbon dioxide for the photosynthesis. Next is the constituent of air which supports combustion. The answer is oxygen. I told you oxygen is required for the burning process. Next is differentiate between the following. So the first question is, what is the difference between nitrogen gas and oxygen gas? So first of all, you can see the amount of oxygen, it is 21% in the atmosphere, and the amount of nitrogen, it is 78% in the atmosphere. Oxygen supports burning. but nitrogen, it doesn't support burning. Oxygen, it is required for the respiration process in all the living beings. Okay, through the respiration process, we get energy from the food that we eat. So oxygen is required for burning. Number two, oxygen is required for the respiration process in all the living beings. Nitrogen, it is useful for agriculture. Next is burning and respiration. What is the difference between burning and respiration? Burning, it is a chemical process. Chemical process means in which new substances are formed. For example, if you burn a piece of paper, then what happens? The piece of paper, when we burn it, it gets converted into ashes. So when we burn a piece of paper, it converts into ashes. It produces smoke, carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Okay, so when we are burning the piece of paper, we are getting the new substances. Burning is a chemical process. If we talk about the respiration, it takes place inside the cells of our body. Respiration, it is a biological process. In respiration process, oxygen is used and carbon dioxide is produced. Okay, so this respiration, it is a biological process. Biological process is the process that is important for the living organisms to live. Now coming to next question, give reason. Air is necessary for burning. Yes, because air contains oxygen and oxygen, it supports burning. So air is necessary for burning because air contains oxygen which supports burning. Next is all the living bodies need air. Yes, all the living organisms, they need air to breathe because air contains oxygen and oxygen is required for the respiration process. All the living beings, they need oxygen for the respiration process. Next is short answer type questions. Why do living beings need air? Just now I explained air contains oxygen and oxygen is required for the respiration process in all the living beings. What is air? Name the gases present in air, write their percentage also. So what is air? Air is a mixture of gases. Okay, here you can see the composition of air. In the air, in the atmosphere, amount of oxygen, it is 21%, 78% is oxygen in the air. Remaining 1%, it consists of other gases like carbon dioxide, ozone, helium, neon, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, etc. This 1%, it also contains water vapors, dust particles, smoke particles. Okay, so this was all about the composition of air. We call oxygen as the active component of air and the nitrogen is known as the inactive component of air. How do plants and animals together keep a balance of levels of gases in air? Okay, so we know that plants can make their food by the process called photosynthesis, and during this process plants take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and release oxygen in the atmosphere. Okay, and we all living beings, including plants also, plants, animals, human beings, we breathe in oxygen for the respiration process. All the living beings breathe in oxygen for the respiration process, and in the respiration process carbon dioxide is produced. This carbon dioxide, it is again used by the plants for the photosynthesis process, and again plants release oxygen in the atmosphere. Okay, so like this balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide is maintained in the atmosphere. Now there may be one question in your mind that I told that plants during photosynthesis they release oxygen in the atmosphere, but during respiration plants also utilize oxygen for the respiration process. Yes, it is true, but the plants, they produce more oxygen during the photosynthesis process as compared to the oxygen that they use in the respiration process. So that's why it is called that plants, they release oxygen in the atmosphere, or we can say the plants produce oxygen. Next is discuss how do plant exchange gases. Plants exchange gases with the help of two processes, photosynthesis and respiration. Just now I explained during the photosynthesis process, plants they take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and release oxygen in the atmosphere. But the plants during the respiration process, they use oxygen and they release carbon dioxide. And in the plants, exchange of gases, it takes place through the stomata. What are stomata? Stomata are the very tiny pores present on the leaves. Through the stomata, exchange of gases takes place in plants. Why do we feel suffocated and uncomfortable in a busy crowded road with a lot of traffic? Because in the area where there is too much crowd, there is too much traffic, in that area there will be a lot of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, which is harmful to breathe. That's why we feel suffocated in that area. Why do earthworms come out of the burrows when it rains heavily? In the soil particles, spaces remains there. In the spaces between the soil particles, air remains filled. Okay, but during the heavy rains, what happens? The spaces between the soil particles, it gets filled with the water. So because of which the earthworms, they feel difficulty in the breathing. So that's why during the heavy rainfall, the spaces between the soil particles get filled with the water, and the earthworms, they feel difficulty in breathing in the soil. That's why they come out during the heavy rain. So dear students, this is all for today. In the next video, we'll discuss about the long question answers. Thank you.